What the hell is going on in Vigilantes? We continue with the story of Nice Guy, the broke-ass student who drags himself through notes by day and saves his neighborhood by night. Things are slowly getting more intense. What started as a clumsy attempt to do good is now turning into a ticking time bomb. The streets are no longer filled with petty thieves. No. Now we've got weird drugs, people mutating into monsters, and villains who have nothing to lose. And while pro heroes are busy smiling for the press and taking pictures, our underdog trio is out there breaking their backs trying to keep the chaos under control. Things are spiraling out of control bit by bit, and the worst part, we still don't know who's pulling the strings from the shadows. So yeah, get comfy, and if you're sitting on the throne, hope everything comes out alright. And let's get into it. It all kicks off with our heroes patrolling the streets, when they catch 3 degenerates lifting girls' skirts and groping them, the kind of creeps you later see trending on Twitter getting a well-deserved beatdown. And of course, Knuckle Duster doesn't waste time with warnings, he gives them a straight-up pig slap special. Koichi notices his mentor's been acting strange ever since their last villain fight. He mentions something about a bee tamer, but nobody really knows what the hell he's talking about yet. Still, poor Koichi brings it up at the worst possible time, during training, and Knuckle uses it as an excuse to beat the lesson into him. Literally. Meanwhile, Kuin, that mysterious girl who's clearly involved in shady stuff, has a meeting with her boss, the true distributor of Trigger. The guy's pissed. Says her last move was a mess, unleashing too many villains at once, and that's bad for business. Trigger is valuable. He doesn't want chaos just for chaos's sake. He wants to use Trigger strategically, studying how people's mental states affect their quirks. He's not spreading a drug, he's running an experiment. Later, Kuin finds a guy who's already used other drugs. A weird, unstable dude, perfect for what she's planning. Without hesitation, she injects 3 syringes of Trigger straight into his neck. The results are immediate. The guy's arm balloons like a gym rat influencer and he smashes the ground with one blow. But Kuin dodges easily. She taunts him, mocks him, and he loses his damn mind. He hulks out, turns into a purple rage beast, all muscle and fury. Popstep and Koichi get caught in the mess. They do what they can to evacuate civilians, but when one's about to fall, Koichi dives in without thinking. And just then, Knuckle Duster shows up, as if he sniffed out the trouble from a mile away. Koichi tells him to fight from a distance, but Knuckle doesn't care. He charges straight in, dodging punches that could snap a tank in two. He's all in like a Saiyan, almost enjoying the brawl. But then he notices something. All the villain's power is concentrated in one arm. And that's when Knuckle uses his experience. Like Ichiro Miyata, he waits for the perfect moment and lands a brutal counter. The villain drops like a sack of bricks. Despite acting strange before, this fight seems to bring Knuckle Duster back to life. It's like violence is his therapy, like he needs it to stay sane. Kuin, watching from the shadows, is pissed that these vigilantes keep ruining her plans. But her boss? He's got a different view. Let them clean up the villains. We'll collect the data without drawing attention from the heroes or cops. Then we get Quin's next client, a filthy old man who's a fan of cuties and thinks he's going on a date with a high school girl. But surprise, he's about to meet his nightmare. Because Kuin follows the ancient survival philosophy. When there's no job, start hustling what you got down below. Then the story shifts to a hero we hadn't seen much, Tensei Ida, the original Ingenium, the guy staying forced into retirement. He's chasing a villain whose speed rivals his own, and during a night pursuit, the guy lands a brutal kick that sends him flying. Tensei only survives thanks to an airbag in his suit. Next morning, while Koichi trains his quirk, Tensei approaches him, intrigued. He notices that Koichi's sliding glide ability kind of resembles his own. So he decides to help him refine it, even teaches him how to brake without face planting. For Ingenium, speed isn't just a cool trick, it's a necessity. People want to be rescued fast without waiting. And seeing that Koichi shares that mindset, he offers him a spot in his agency when he graduates. Koichi mentions he doesn't have a license, but Tensei says that's fine. He can prove himself with real experience first. Later, Tensei tries to catch that speed villain again. This time, he sets up a trap with barricades. But the villain has a flight-type quirk and escapes easily. Even Ingenium's team can't stop him. All seems lost, until something slides through an alley. The nice guy! He uses his quirk to make the villain trip right in front of Knuckle Duster, who doesn't miss a beat and knocks him out cold. Next day, Tensei thanks Koichi for the help. Koichi's thrilled, but it doesn't last long. Tensei tells him he won't invite him to his agency anymore because it's clear Koichi's already walking his own path. The organization behind Trigger is moving smarter now. More cold, more strategic. We're getting glimpses of the true enemy, and that adds real tension to the story. Seeing Knuckle Duster up close is a trip too. He doesn't just fight, it's like he needs to fight. He's living on the edge between justice and brutality. And seeing Ingenium in action was refreshing. His brother's a major character in the main series, but we barely knew anything about Tensei. His hero philosophy, His real desire to help, it all shines here. Hopefully we'll keep seeing him, even if it's just jogging alongside Koichi. One thing's for sure, shit's getting more and more intense. But hey, let me know what you think down in the comments. I genuinely care, I'll be reading all of them. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel,
お願いします。
and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
See you later, family.